Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it comes your way.
It's
next.
The National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers, the AFC champion, taking on the NFC champions, the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and CD, these Steelers, one of the most successful franchises of the Super Bowl era. They're searching for their 7th title.
And their last one, Super Bowl 43 over the Cardinals in dramatic fashion. And you know they'd like to win this one to honor the great Franco Harris, who we lost back in 2022.
Meanwhile, for the Rams, what a topsy-turvy last few years it's been. From Super Bowl champs 2 years ago to 5-12 last year, and now back to the big game, looking to make it 2 wins in 3 seasons.
A few wild swings in there, but found their equilibrium as this season went on to get themselves back to the Super Bowl. Remember the first one they won? Big-time free agent acquisitions. This one will be defined by their roster in a big-time draft.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Atwell here. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. A first run now for Kyren Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by a 3rd-round pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma State. It's Mason Rudolph.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
3rd down and 10. Rudolph looking to throw. Finds Pickens out right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Byron Young there on the stop. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. Can't wait to see what the second quarter has in store. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Rudolph now to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rudolph. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Rudolph. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Williams. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Ethan Evans on now to punt. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Here's Ethan Evans now. Here's Austin. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Mason Rudolph leading this offense out for their next possession. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Completes this one to Pickens. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there on the first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From the 50, it's Rudolph. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 30. Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph sliding out of the pocket. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On second down, here's Rudolph. And this one is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay,
Both teams
Coach,
making their
thanks
final
as
adjustments
always.
of the
This one's
season
still
during this
anyone's
long
game as we welcome
halftime
you
break.
back.
Who will
Quarter
claim the
number
Lombardi
3.
Trophy? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles in Vegas for the second half of Super Bowl 58.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Rudolph's throw into the hands of Pickens. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 43. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Look like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties, and then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Steelers will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Play action. Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play.
We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium. It's Super Bowl 58.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Stafford on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Here's Stafford. That is caught. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Stafford. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Here comes a 1st down throw from Rudolph. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Rudolph going to look to throw it. Forced out to his left. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now it's Rudolph. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Rudolph looking to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. On 1st down at Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Passing lanes tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Now Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the 2 of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Stafford to his number 1 guy, Kupp, for Los Angeles first. They'll look to throw here. To the sideline and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Again, it's Stafford. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
The Pittsburgh Steelers have won the Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the Steel City. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.